Hey y'all, hey. No, Tashiana, we are not getting on Zoom. We just gonna bang it out with this YouTube live and then the Facebook live. Baby, can you be my tech support right quick and help me with this slam? I had it the right way and now it won't do what I needed to do. Maybe that's good. Hey Didi. Alright, so let me get my stuff together right quick. Ooh, these pretty. All right, so I'm gonna just go on YouTube today because I gotta share my screen and stuff, and so I won't go live on the Facebook group. But let me share this link on the Facebook group so everybody will know. So give me 1 second, and then we'll get started. This means all right, Zoom. All right, you guys. So welcome to day 7. I hope y'all Tuesday has been good to y'all. It's been good to me. Like today has definitely been a better day. I was able to make some progress on keeping my schedule. And dinner was like on time. My husband got the girls in bed at a decent time. Like it was just great. So PowerPoint is done. So I'm ready to rock and roll with the PowerPoint. So let's do this. Let's do this. I got 2 of y'all in here. I guess that's Tashiana and Didi. And so I'm gonna give people a few more minutes to get in here, and then we're gonna get the rolling. Tell me how y'all day was. How y'all day was? Is y'all excited? We about to get into some confidence stuff, and it's gonna be real quick. So let me put a new page, new slide, new layout. This would have been so much easier. Here it is. Because I started on. And then do another slide. No. Then. All right, Didi, I see yours. Let me copy and paste these. A7. All right, I see y'all rolling in. Wow, I look a little crazy on the screen. That's not what I wanted to do, y'all. All right, and then all right, so we're gonna go ahead and roll since it's about 6 y'all in here now, and then we're gonna go from there. I probably should have did this one first, but that's okay. All right, so let me share my screen, and then we're gonna roll into this PowerPoint. This lovely, lovely PowerPoint. Share screen. Tashiana, what does Iffy mean? Summer said she survived. It was good, busy. Listen, okay, I know what you mean by survive because pancake house ain't no joke. But let me know if y'all can see this. Let me know what you can see. Oh, let me get off of these. Let me know if y'all can see this. Okay. All right. Good, 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 girl. All right. So we're going to get rolling. And then that'll be there. I'm going to get this together. All right. That's as good as it gets. All right. So close the collab. That's where y'all at. That's where y'all been in. So welcome to Real Estate 101. So during this, like we did the rough draft yesterday, and so we're just gonna talk about like this is pretty much for the newbies, who haven't been in real estate before and kind of need that rundown so they can wrap their head around everything else that we're about to go into. So this is Real Estate 101. Okay. Do you want to be an investor? We talked about this. And I said that I'm looking to help you guys be investors and not so much so as having that concentration in wholesaling, but letting wholesaling be a foundation. But if you want to be a wholesaler only, then hey, we welcome you with open arms. Okay. So do you want to be an investor? What type of investor can you be? You could be a fix and flipper investor. And a fix and flipper is what you see on those renovation shows on HGTV. So I know some of y'all like to watch HGTV and they say flip my house or what's another one? That one in Texas. I don't remember. I don't know the names of them, but they go in there and they fixing up this house. They bought this house for a little bit of money and then they show the prices and stuff as far as the rehab and the purchase price on the screen. And then you watch them, over time flip the property. Y'all know what I'm talking about them HGTV shows. Fix flipper. Okay, got it. So that's a fix and flipper. And so they purchase the houses at a discounted price, they rehab or renovate it, and they sell it for a higher price for a profit. And so usually those end buyers are like I said yesterday, homeowners or families looking to be homeowners. And then fixing and flipping is ideal for anyone who would like to build cash up quickly because you get those lump sums of money, over time. And so, like I said yesterday, as fixing and flipping may take you 3 to 6 months as far as the turnaround time. And so in that 3 to 6 months, you should be making at minimum $20,000 or more on one flip. And so if you want to be a fix and flipper, you need to enjoy managing teams or projects and enjoy furnishing or showing homes. And so if you don't enjoy that, then find somebody who does and you can still be a fix and flipper. They'll just manage that particular task in the process. Now, a buy and hold investor is what you may know as a landlord. And so this is the other type of investor as far as just a general blanket of what kind of investor you could be. And so you may know, so a landlord will be considered a buy and hold investor. They buy property at market value. And if they're buying it at market value, 9 times out of 10, it's rent ready, which means it doesn't need any repairs whatsoever. Or it may need minor stuff like carpet or paint or something like that. Or they buy it at a discount and it most likely is going to need repairs and they put a renter in it and collect a monthly income generated by that tenant. And so you may hear somebody say cash flow, you may hear somebody say mailbox money. That's pretty much the profit that they're making off of the renter. So after all their fees, like a mortgage or, repairs, putting up money for, repairs that the tenant may damage the property, whatever the case may be, then that's what they're receiving after everything. And so buy and holds are ideal for anyone who would like to build a portfolio to provide financial freedom or independence for them and their family long term. And so if you're looking to be in a real estate, if you're looking for that to be your career vehicle forever, then you're going to want to, think long term, which will be having that portfolio of buy and hold properties. And so that doesn't have to be your end all be all. Either one of them, you could mix and match them. So you can say, hey, I just want to own like 10 rental properties, but I want to fix and flip majority of my time. Then that's something that you could do. So these definitely commingle a lot. You'll see that in the industry. I would say it's very rare. I wouldn't say rare. I would just say half and half. So you'll meet people who just stick to one or the other, and then you'll meet people who commingle them. So me, I'm the one that'll commingle them and say, hey, my long term goal is buying a home, but in the short term, I would love to fix and flip. And if I fall in love with it, then I'll be doing that long term as well. It just depends on what your tolerance is and what you're looking to actually accomplish, with real estate and your vision and for your family, that kind of thing. Okay, does that make sense? All right, moving right along. So, do you want to be a wholesaler? Some of y'all might. What is a wholesaler? A wholesaler is someone who works with sellers to get their property under contract and sell that contract to an investor who is looking for a discounted property to flip or hold. A wholesaler's goal is to get the property with the seller under contract at a discounted price that allows them to make an assignment fee or money on the deal and allows the investor to make a profit as well. Okay, so say for instance, Sally is our seller, okay, and I'm a wholesaler. And so what I'll do is go to Sally and say, hey, Sally, I see that you own this property over here. I'm interested in buying it. Would you be interested in selling it? And Sally says, yeah. So I say, okay, Sally, can I buy it from you for $500? And Sally says, yes. And so I know that an investor will be willing to pay $1,000 for this property, as is, with the repairs needed and everything. And so I turn around to an investor, Joe, and I say, Joe, I got this property over here, on Dallas Street, and I would like to sell it to you for $1,000. And so once Joe buys the property from you, you'll make that $500. Okay. So that's pretty much wholesaling. You're selling the contract that you got from a seller, or selling the paper, or selling your terms or rights to purchase the property to an investor to make a profit. And so wholesaling is for anyone who would like to serve investors and homeowners who are in distressed situations, want to build up cash, and want to participate in real estate activities part or full time to supplement their full-time job. And so with wholesaling, you can do it part-time, you can do one deal a month, you can make a whole business out of it, and it'd be the only thing that you do. You will also supplement it for your real estate investor side of things. So if you want to be a real estate investor, but you want to still build up your cash reserves or have money to invest in properties, you can still wholesale as well. And so it just depends on what your end goal looks like and what will benefit you as far as getting you to your end goal. Okay. So how do I buy an investment property? If I want to be an investor, Mashika, how do I buy an investment property? So first off, you got to find the deals. So where do you go to find the deals? There are a ton of ways to find your first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh deal. Okay. So a few of them are, you could go to a tax auction, you could go to a foreclosure auction, you can go to a wholesaler. You can do it with your own marketing, which if you want to save money and you have it built out to where you can afford time wise and money wise to do your own marketing, and then you could do that to generate leads into your business that ultimately you'll purchase. The MLS, which is what we talked about yesterday, the multiple listing service. So it's where all the agents go to list your property. or list properties that sellers want to sell, and then you'll see it on Zillow, Redfin, or Realtor, or any other service out there that advertises properties for sale. You can go on Craigslist, you can go on Facebook Marketplace, and so many other different sources for that. Give me 1 second, you guys. Let me go this way. All right, sorry about that. So that's where you can find deals. So, like we talked about yesterday, what you want to do is go to where the problems are. So we talked about code violations, we talked about foreclosures, we talked about being behind on your taxes or any of that stuff. So whoever is over or in charge of solving problems for like your county, your city, or your state, then you need to be in touch with them to see what they have available. Some of them may have auctions or sales that they have, monthly or bi-weekly or biannually. They may have different things for you to participate in as far as buying a property. So definitely look into your city or county to see what options they have. Let them know that you're a real estate investor. You're looking to, buy good real estate property, at a discount. What do they have to offer you? Okay. So, how do I know if a deal is worth buying or not? First and foremost, you have to know what investment strategy or niche you would like to generate. You would like to do to generate cash flow or revenue. And so it will fall under those two broad areas. So fixing and flipping or buying holds. And so buying holds, you have multiple different ways that you could buy and hold. Fixing and flip is pretty straight to the point. All you're doing is buying a property and putting it renovating and putting them on the market. And so you'll hear some people say, I flip property, but what they do is just buy it. So they may buy a property from a foreclosure sale and put it on the market, and somebody will buy it that way because somebody may not know about the foreclosure auction or don't know have access, or they just got a really good deal and it's still meat on the bone for an investor to come up and still buy the property. Because you'll find out that investors, a lot of them, they only shop on the MLS. And so it's a market out there to still serve investors by you just buying a property, turning back around and listing it on the MLS. So you're pretty much wholesaling. Just instead of you selling a paper, you actually selling a property because you purchased it and then put it back on the MLS. Does that make sense, everybody? So that's a way, and that's another way of fixing and flipping. And then you have all these strategies. You could do hotel. So what that means is pretty much you're wholesaling, but you're putting it on the market. And so you may have a wholesale contract that allows you to advertise the seller's property on the MLS, or you could take it down. You get you a lender who will do like short-term funding, and you could take the property down, which is AKA buying it, and then put it back on the market if it doesn't need work or it needs a little bit of work like carpet and paint. That's wholesaling, and that's another form of like fixing and flipping in a sense. And so again, it's a lot of strategies out there for buying homes. And so here are a few like Burr, you hear people call Burr, Airbnb, group homes, assisted living, transition homes, self-storage, and on and on. Okay. So first things first, you have to figure out what kind of investment strategy you want to do and what kind of niche you want to be in. And I encourage you guys to, do a little Google search and say, hey, what kind of real estate investor strategies are out there. Okay. Or you guys could go to Bigger Pockets. I may find you guys an article on there, but I highly encourage you guys to go to this site and make you an account and start reading the forums. Start, reading their articles and stuff and blog posts on there, because they have a lot of good information on that, for the people who are just starting out, or people, all different ranges of investors. So definitely start there, and then you should be able to find some kind of article, some kind of post, some kind of forum about deciding what kind of investment strategy or niche you want to use, or use as an investment strategy. All right. Oh, again, how do I know if it's worth buying or not? You run the numbers. And what that means is you pretty much do a deal analysis to figure out, your ARV, your renovation costs if you need it. So, like I said, you may buy a property that's already rent ready, or turnkey, which means that all you gotta do is turn a key and everything's done. It has to have a suitable purchase price, so that goes into giving your offer, figuring out what a good offer is, or what you can buy the property at that makes it make sense for the deal. Your gross cash flow, so how much can I buy, how much can I make on this property before any kind of expenses or fees come out. The net cash flow, which is your how much you're going to make on a property after all the expenses are taken care of. Does the property work for your exit strategy, exit or investment strategy? So what that means is, if I want to buy a whole, I shouldn't be buying a property that is a total gut. And what I mean by a total gut is like it's literally half burned, and I'm talking about buying it as a buying whole. Don't do that. If you fixing to flip it, yes, because you're gonna get your money back on the return on the investment. But if you're buying a whole and you don't want to buy a fire damaged property and say, hey, I'm gonna make this into a rental. Nah, don't do that. So you have to make sure that it works for your investment strategy. You don't want to say, hey, I want an Airbnb, but you go find a property in the hood and you expect your people to come into town and stay in the hood and they hearing gunshots and stuff like that. You don't want that. That's you're gonna be getting all kind of bad reviews, and Airbnb gonna shut you down. So don't do that. And then lastly, are you making enough money on this deal? And so as we go on, we will decide, or we will you will decide what would be enough for you to say, you know what, I want this property. And so a lot of investors have a cash flow minimum. And so, like industry rule, people say anywhere from like $200 to $300 a month on cash flow on one property. So some people's may be different. For me, I'm going to pick the investment strategy that makes the most money because I value my time. And so what that means to me is say, hey, let me get into something that is very cash flow heavy and I can maximize the potential of that property to bring in the most money. And so you'll learn that people are doing they're doing different investment strategies. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I can't talk and do stuff at the same time. In case y'all didn't notice. But they do different investment strategies. Like renting out by room. Okay. So with that, they'll say, okay, can I charge like $500 per room? And then make my money that way. So instead of getting what you would get for um a normal rental, you could double or triple or quadruple that depending on how many bedrooms you actually have in the house. And so you really just gotta open your mind to, what's available to you, what's possible for you, and definitely look into doing your research and figuring out, hey, what all can I do as far as real estate is concerned. Okay. And then I just got the YouTube link for you guys. So if you don't want to read, you don't really like reading, go to their YouTube channel on Bigger Pockets and watch the podcast. Okay. They have so many good podcasts, from investors who have done deals and, go for their personal experience. And then they help you get an idea of what kind of investments you want to do. So go on there tonight and then or tomorrow and then watch a podcast. And then what I want y'all to do is whatever podcast you pick to watch, go ahead and post the link in the group and post a takeaway. What did you learn from this particular podcast? Okay. Don't forget that. All right. So next slide. What now that I know that the deal is good, honey, what do I do next? So next you submit an offer. How do I submit an offer, Mashika? You can submit an offer one or two ways. Y'all, please forgive my typos in this thing, okay? Like, somebody just need to be like, I don't even know, like, Google just need to be fixing my stuff on purpose, okay? So, how do I submit an offer? You can submit an offer one or two ways. You could do it verbally, where you could tell the seller or real estate agent your offer over the phone or in person. Okay, so most of the time, I'm going to teach you guys how to talk to sellers and submit offers and stuff like that. And so we're going to be doing our own marketing. You can tell the seller if you're talking to them over the phone, or if y'all get on the phone ever, you can tell them over the phone like, hey, I'm interested in buying a property. I would like to buy it for 40,000, and then you either have negotiations after that, or they'll decline your offer, or they'll approve your offer. Okay. And then you can submit a formal rent offer, which is if you're dealing with a property that is on market or on the MLS or on Zillow or is represented by a real estate agent, then they're going to require you to submit a written offer detailing the purchase price and any other terms that you and the seller agree to. So if you're dealing with the seller, and the property is off market, that's supposed to say off, y'all. So sorry. Off market, you could send them an offer letter, a letter of intent, or a purchase and sale agreement. And so in wholesaling, most of the time, if a seller accept your offer, then you're gonna go ahead and send them a purchase and sale agreement. Now, I've only had one seller who told me they did not want to sell a purchase and sale agreement before we walked the property with our buyers and stuff like that. So we had to send an offer letter to them, outlining our purchase price, our terms, when we're going to sign a purchase agreement, when we're going to close, that kind of thing. Okay. So those are the two ways to submit an offer. So your offer got accepted. What do I do next? Like, how many of y'all have been dealing either in wholesaling or you're scared about what happens next if our offer get accepted? So at first you're like, yes, yes, we finally got accepted. I'm doing something right, must be. And then you realize it like it's 6 years. Say, you know what do I really do next? Because and then all your nerves just go crazy. You start panicking, might be hyperventilating, might even throw up or whatever the case may be. And you just like, should I just turn back now? Like, is it just an exit coming up next? Like, what do I do next? So your face might look like this right here, okay? And that's okay. But first thing first, don't panic. Don't panic. do not panic, okay? So what do you do next? So what do I do after my offer gets accepted? If you have the funds available, you can go ahead and submit a purchase sale agreement to your seller. Okay. If you don't have the funds available, you can reach out to your lender, whether it's private or institutional, and let them know that your offer was accepted and see if they would be willing to lend to you for the property purchase. Okay. So if you're doing traditional funding, more than likely you're going to have a pre-approval letter anyway. So that's fine. But if you're dealing with private money, depending on how your relationship is with your lender, they may have the funds available or they may not. So when we get into private money and stuff, you want to make sure that you have, a plethora of lenders or a good handful who are actually cash heavy. That way you don't have to worry about not being able to fund the deal. Okay. So depending on what type of offer you submitted to the seller or agent, your lender may require you to get a purchase and sale agreement signed by the seller. Okay. So if you just submitted an offer and you didn't do a purchase agreement or anything like that with the seller, and they approve the offer, then you're going to have to turn around and get them to sign a purchase and sale agreement. Okay. So ways to purchase an investment property: you can use your own money, a traditional or conventional loan, private money, or you could do a joint venture with a capital or credit partner. And what that entitles is you may know somebody who has the money, but they say, you know what, you go find a deal and I'll fund it. And you just do everything, okay? So you make sure that the renovation is taking place. You make sure you manage the team. You make sure that the agent is doing what they need to do, depending on your exit strategy. And then, you may run across somebody who got good credit. You don't have good credit, but they're willing to go get a traditional or conventional loan for you, and then y'all partner on a deal, okay? So open your mind to the fact that it's multiple different ways to take down a property. It's just a matter of who you know. Who you know. Okay. Your net worth is determined by your network. Okay. Let me put it in the comments. Y'all type it in there too if y'all heard me. Your net worth, okay, spell, is determined by your network. Because y'all know I'm conscious, so y'all probably didn't even understand what I said, and that's okay. All right, there we go. So y'all type it in the comments for me, so I know y'all got it. All right, so these is ways that you could purchase an investment property, and it's other ways too, but we're not gonna get into all that advanced stuff just yet. I don't want y'all to get that information overload. I want y'all to follow me and be with me, okay? So, what happens after I secure my funding for the purchase of the property? Okay, it is time to provide your title company or closing attorney with all the necessary documentation regarding the purchase or the sale of the property and deposit your earnest money with the closing agent. So, we talked about earnest money, and what that is your good faith deposit or just putting some money on it to let everybody know that this is legit and secure your spot, as far as the purchase of the property, and make sure that your contract is now legit. So your contract goes hard after you put the EMD down. Okay. The title company or closing attorney will then proceed to schedule the closing. So you turn your EMD in, you provide your contracts, and you ask them like, hey, when is the soonest that we can close on this? They'll let you know, you pick your date, and then you wait till your date approaches. Okay. So once your closing date approaches, you attend closing, sign all the necessary documents, take a nice picture of you holding your closing documents, or those cheesy signs that they have the homeowners holding and posted in the closers call that Facebook group. Okay, so y'all know them signs where they be like, just bought a home or closed or did it again, whatever it is. Y'all can take a picture of that, or you sitting at the closing table signing your closing docs, whatever the case may be, because we want to celebrate with you and we want to know that, hey, y'all out here doing big things. So y'all just post in a group so we can celebrate y'all and inspire others to get to where you are. Okay. Then you celebrate because now you're an investment property owner. Like, your limiting belief should be demystified. Like, all the fear should be just gone out the window. Like, you should just be feeling like new money because you did it and you now have the proof of concept. So now it's time to go do it again. Okay. All right. So does anyone have any questions? Thank you, Andrea. So does anybody have any questions? Let me know now. Let me know now. And let me do this. If you got what I was giving you, then let me know that you got it. Because that way I know that, everybody is understanding. What? Laura said she got pictures and everything. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, that's land here. All right, I'm going to have to type it. Zippo M Drive. Y'all ready to come? Are y'all ready to come? Alright. And it was the last one. Got one more for Shanique. Alright. All right. So Nori said the seller asked for $5,000 EMD. How do I come up with that? So if you don't got the money for your EMD, you need to try to borrow it, or you partner with somebody who do got the money. So some people in this mentorship, in this journey, it is a mentorship. Some people in this mentorship may have some money. So you reach out to them, after you don't create a relationship with them, of course. You reach out to them and you say, hey, we've been knowing each other for a long time now. I'm cool, you cool. So can you lend me this $5,000 for the earnest money deposit, and then I'll pay you back after the closing. Okay. And do you recommend having a cash buyer first? Yes and no. So before you sign the contract, you want to make sure that you know for a fact you can sell it. Okay, so if it's a real good deal, it's a hot area, a lot of people want to be there, then you go ahead and um hold on, y'all. This Chinese on here and it's making my nerves bad. So yeah, if you make sure you have a cash bag first. Okay, so if it's a hot area, people want it, people always ask about the area, then you should be good to lock it up and just email it, blast it out to people. All right, but if it's a there you go again, like what? If it's something in the backwoods or some new market that you're not really familiar with, then I would recommend having a cash buyer before you get it on a contract. Okay. Nora, do you got any more questions? TD said, nope, she got it. Everybody else got it. It's 80 y'all in here. I'm going to need 8 yeses, 8 no's, something. 8 questions, anything. Mashika, you doing a great job, anything. Y'all let me know y'all ain't sleep over there. Yes, okay, Andrea got it. Denise got it. Okay. No more questions. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Let me I gotta call my husband right quick, honey. The Walmart trying to drop my stuff off and I don't forgot. So give me 2 seconds today. After that, we'll get into comping, okay? Be all right. Sorry about it, guys. I'm back. All right, so let's count. Thank you everybody who sent there in the counts. Let's do this, okay? So it ain't gonna let me do it. So I'm gonna stop sharing and then we're gonna go from there. Hold on, y'all. Escape. There we go. All right, so the first one up is 800 Pelza Highway, Easley, South Carolina. So let's do this. And then I'll share my screen after I get it up. And so if you don't know, hold on, y'all. Let me just go ahead and share my screen now. Let me just do a tiger screen. All right, so let me know if y'all can see this. Oh Lord, if I do it like that, hold on. All right, I'm gonna just trust that y'all can see it. All right, so here's the first one. So I'm on Zillow. Okay, so let me just start over from Zillow. I use Zillow for a lot of my company. You can use not PropStreet no more because they took it away, but you can use Realtor. You can use a real estate agent. You can use Redfin, whatever you're comfortable with. But I like to use Zillow. So as you can see, I typed in my address into Zillow. Okay, typed it in. Boom. Okay, it brought me to this page here. So this is my property page. It tells me everything about the property. Okay, so you see the purchase price. It say that's a pre-foreclosure. Um, and here's the address, characteristics about the property, that kind of thing. So I'm gonna click this little heart up here. It's saying that I have to do this, so I'm gonna have to switch gears over here. And I hope I still got my little thing. Here it is. All right, I hope y'all can still see. All right, so here it is. So I click this heart here, and it say that it's saved. Okay. So then sometimes you may have to copy and paste this because it's not gonna come back up. But you exit out, and you should see a little heart pop up. We don't see it, so I'm gonna click in the box and hit enter again. I'm gonna exit out of this, and then here's my green heart. So that's what you want to find. Okay. And so what we want to do is we're gonna scroll out a little bit to see, you know what, make sure this say sold. So you're gonna do this drop down menu at for sale. You're gonna hit sold, and then you're gonna hit done. Okay. Then you're gonna click in your box again, and you're gonna exit out again. And if y'all got a computer, y'all can follow along with me to make it easy on you, if you a hands-on learner. Okay, that's it. Hold on, y'all. That's Walmart. Hold on one second. All right, y'all. I'm back. But I need to see y'all comments so I can feel like I'm not leaving y'all lost in the sauce. So let me pull that up. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So Tashiana said Zillow, Realtor, or Redfin, and it's best to do it on a laptop or actual computer because the web version is more detailed than the mobile version. That's right, Tashiana. Now I do it on my phone, a lot, and I guess because I'm just more familiar with the phone, so I can do it on both. It just depends on what your preference is. But here we are. Um, and we have some yellow dots. And so this is what we're looking for, yellow dots. And I want y'all to pay attention to these border lines because it's going to help you figure out how to do apples to apples and oranges to oranges, okay? It's not a big deal so much, but when you look at it and you figure out your ARV, you're going to have to figure out if I need to deduct or add because my lot is like humongous or it's super, super skinny. And the comps I'm looking at have humongous lots, okay? And so what we're looking for, if we open it up, it's another 3-bedroom, 2-bed, 1,100 square foot house, okay? Or something close to it. So keep that in mind. 3-bedroom, 2-bed, 1,100 square foot house. And what I like to do is keep a little piece of paper beside me, write down my subject property details, like my bed, baths, and my square footage. And then I'll write down my comps as I go. So please do that starting out. That way you don't get lost in the sauce when you're looking at your comps, okay? So I look at this house right here. It's a property that sold back in 2020. Now, when you're looking at comps, you want to look at properties that have sold within the last 3 to 6 months, okay? Nothing farther. Now, if you have a lack of comps, okay, because you don't see nothing for 2022, we just got started in 2022. I will go back. If you're experienced, I will go back at least a year or so to kind of get an idea of what it was a year or so ago. So let's see if they got anything recent. This said it is an auction. So I'm gonna go down. It's listed by a realtor. What I'm looking for is the price history and the tax history, which will be right here, but it's not showing it. But anyways, we're looking for a fix-up home, and this is not it. As you can see, it's gutted. It's not fixed up or renovated. Okay. We'll exit out of this. And then we'll click over here. It's a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, no square footage, but it sold for 185. But it don't have any pictures. And it looked like it's been sitting for a while. Now, Zillow sometimes isn't up to date with as far as just having good pictures and stuff like that. And so sometimes you can look at the description and it'll tell you if it's been renovated or not. Because sometimes it takes a minute to update depending on where they actually listed the property. And so here you can see that it sold in 2020. Okay. They listed it back on the market again in 2021. Or they didn't list it. So Zillow will show you when it was listed for sale. And so here you see that back in 2019 they listed it. It was a pending sale and then they sold it. Okay. No more activity as far as just listing activity on Zillow. So they probably listed it somewhere else. So what we could do is take it and then right click and say search Google for this. And what I'm trying to do is figure out if they listed it somewhere else. So I'm going to click on this realtor link and let's see if realtor has some pictures. They don't have anything, okay? So let's go back. We got Trulia here. They don't have any pictures. All right. Let's go back. We got Redfin here. Still no pictures. Okay. So sometimes you can come on here and you can see whether or not they had some pictures because they listed it somewhere else. All right. So over here, Palmetto Park. Nothing. Got this right here. Nothing here. Okay. So sometimes if they may have their own website, like you may see like on Caldwell and Baker or some other place, they may have their own website and they listed there. Sometimes you'll see it on Remax as well where they have it under there. But it's not showing anywhere. And so, we don't know. But the fact that it shows here that in 2020 they purchased it for a very low price than what they sold it for, more than likely they flipped it. Okay. Now if they fixed the flipper or if they just threw it back on the market, we don't know. All right. So I'm gonna have to do some extra digging on this one right here. So if you come into a situation like this, then hold on, before I speak too soon, we could go down the road. So let's look at this one. It sold in 2021. Again, they don't have no pictures. So we go here and search it. We got realtor popped up first. No pictures. Easily looking real ugly. They making it hard. So Zillow has another listing. Okay, now come through Zillow. So sometimes you'll run into this where Zillow has for some reason a whole different listing. It didn't have, so they rented it. This is an old rental listing, and the last time they rented it was in December 2020. And so if we go back here, we can see when it sold, and it sold in 21. So we don't know how recent those pictures are actually, but it's a start. So we're going to duplicate this right here, and we're going to go back to our search history or our search results. Again, no pictures. Trulia, nothing. All right, easily. Don't come through then. So calm down. Got Rocket Homes for sale by owners. I wonder if I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some deep research on Easy. I wonder why they don't list that stuff on Zillow or anywhere for that matter. So we'll have to see. So I'm gonna pause on Easily for right now. I'm gonna try one more on this road and see if it'll come up. So you want to stay along the same road. So when you're looking at properties, you don't want to go no further out than 0.5 of a mile. And if you stay on the road and you ain't going all the way down the road, you should be able to find something. See, this one is a little ways out. And South Carolina is not a non-disclosure state. So I don't understand why we ain't got no pictures. But I'm not seeing anything. And when you see stuff like here, then you know that it's like a different neighborhood or whatever. So you don't want to go in another neighborhood. You want to stay on in the same neighborhood. Okay. So let me go back to back and try a different one. I gotta go back to full time. So put my address in here. I hit my search. I save my property. You can put no. Then I exit out. Can I pivot? Hey y'all, I'm like, I got it. Hey Jessica. All right, Summer. Everybody good? Everybody following me? Let me put on my handy dandy glasses. All right, so this is the next one. 415 Blue Ridge Street. Okay, so we don't see our heart, so we're gonna have to do it again. We exit out, and we have it here. Okay, so the property details is a 4-bedroom, 1 bath, 1,300 square feet. So we're gonna see if we can find one similar to that. Okay, so this one was sold in 20. Don't look like it was remodeled or nothing, but it's in okay condition. But it's 2 years old, so we can't use that. This one was sold all the way back in 19. This was sold in 21. It's clearly renovated. Let's look at these pictures. They clearly painted. They did the floors, they furnished it, they staged it, and it looks real, real nice. So they took the time. They got an accent wall. They took the time to renovate this one. Okay, so this will be a very good comp to use as long as the bed and bath makes sense for this or matches the subject property, because you want to do apples to apples. Okay, and so with this, when you're looking at a property to try to comp with, you want to find something that clearly shows that it's renovated or it's in very good condition. Okay, because sometimes you can't find a renovated one, so you'll have to just use something that's in good condition. Okay, this is real cute, real cute. All right, so this one was back in 21, back in September. So we're gonna hold this to the side, okay? So I remember that 511 Blue Ridge Street. So we're gonna see if we can find anything sooner. So we at the end of our street on this side, so we're gonna go the opposite direction. All right, we in the Blue Ridge too. So sometimes I may go over on the back end. This one was sold in 21. As you can see, they got some good landscaping. an accent door or whatever it's called. They done painted. They done did the flooring. They got a new age sinks. They could have picked a better countertop though, but it's okay. It ain't my house, and so it looks okay. It's probably the family probably renovated it, so brought somebody in to do it. So you could tell the difference between what's family done and what's investor done. So that's a good one, and it's sold for 170, which is a major difference from the other one we seen on Blue Ridge. So then if we look here at 148, it's a good condition. You can tell they got backsplash, stainless steel appliances, that kind of thing. These people say they're gonna get the most out of their house, the most money. Now what is this? I guess if you want your feet dangling when you use the toilet, then there they go. They got something just for you. All right, just for you. There you go. All right. All right. So yeah, they did that one, and that one's still pretty low. So 147. Let's look at this one. 68,000 back in 19. 141. That's 2 bedroom. What was these other two? 3 beds, 2 beds. So we're gonna keep that 170 in mind. Got one on the back end. It's 226. It's a 4 bedroom. Again, no pictures. So let's see if we can search this right quick. We looked up a little probably. No, not really. But it looked like maybe it was a new build or something. Got red fan. Is that our address? Yeah. 308. Yeah, this looks to be like it was a new build. And so it sold for 226 back in 2020. So again, 2 years old. And then we don't really have anything else that's recent in the area. So we're gonna go with this one here. Okay. And so I'm gonna do this. And then hold on, I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna find our heart so we can have it both up and we can compare the two. All right, so our subject property is a 4 bedroom, 1 bath, 1,300 square feet. Okay, and then our comp is a 3 bedroom, 2 bed and bath. Okay, so one thing that we noticed was on this street or in this area, it's not a lot of 4 bedrooms. And so this property should bring way more money than this comp. Okay, so the comp is a 1,700 square feet. So when we look at our square footage, you really don't want to go any more than 300 square feet when looking at a property. But for this sake, when I say no more or no less, so don't go under. So less would be, 1,000 square feet. So if you're looking at anything 800, 900, you don't want to compare it to your subject property. And then if you look at anything above, that would be 1,600, 1,700, 1,800, 2,000, anything like that. That would be too high. So for this one, it's 17. So it's right there. It's a little bit over, but not so much. So we could work with it, okay? So it's a 3 bedroom, 2 bed. What we're gonna do is go to home details. We're gonna scroll down a little bit and we're gonna try to find our lot size. So as you can see here, it's 0.35 acres. Gonna do the same thing for our subject property. No data. Now you don't run into this a lot. And so then what you want to do is you look at the lines. Remember I told you about the lines? And so you see you got one little square here. And then for our comp, where is it? Am I looking at it wrong? No. Where is it? 511. Oh, because I'm on the wrong street. All right. So we look at the lot size. This one looks to be at least 2 times our subject property. Okay. So we're going to have to keep that in mind. So make a note of that on your paper. And then we look at that. So we got the acres, okay? And then we want to look at our year built. This one was built in 1920. I can't. So when you're looking at the year build, you don't want to compare it to anything that is is more than 5 years older or less than 5 years younger. I know that sounds crazy, but we're in luck because they're both built in the same year. Okay. So what we're gonna do is start doing our numbers. And so I'm gonna get out my handy dandy paper. You know, when God gave me this assignment, I didn't have all the bells and whistles for the technology. I didn't have a technology team or nothing like that. So y'all bear with me because we're gonna have to go old school. So let me get a paper. All right, I got my paper. So we got 4 bedroom, 1 bed. And so what I like to do is when we're looking at the beds and baths, if my comp is under it, I like to give at least $10,000 for each bed. So we only 1 bed over on our subject property. Okay. So the comp sold for $250. We're gonna say $250, just round it off real nice. So we're gonna take out we're gonna add $10,000 to that for the extra bedroom. And y'all bear with me because you're new to this. It's gonna be a little weird and a little aggravating in the beginning, but just work with me. You'll find your own groove after you get to doing it for a while. Okay. So you add it and you should get $260,000. Okay. So we just added on a bedroom. All right. So they have 2 full baths. Our property only have 1. Now, if you're in a 4-bedroom house and you don't got 1 bathroom, you are going to be in trouble. So you might as well go ahead and add a bathroom. Okay. But we're going to just leave it as if it is. So because it does not have 2 bathrooms, then we're going to subtract at least 5,000. Yeah. 5,000. I think I may do 3. 5,000 for each bathroom. Okay, so we only need to take out 5,000. So that'll put us at 255. Okay, and so we noticed that our lot size on our comp is much greater than our subject property. So we're gonna take about 10,000 off for that. All right, that'll put us at 245. Okay, and so we got our square footage as well. The square footage is off compared to our subject property. Our subject property is only 13,000 square feet, and our subject property is 7,000 square feet. So they probably did some add-ons to this. So what we're gonna do is just take off an extra $10,000 for the variation in square feet. Okay. And that'll get us down to 235,000. If y'all ain't never come like this and y'all been wholesaling or y'all been trying to come, y'all let me know in the comments. Like, girl, I don't know what you're doing. This new to me. All right. So that'll put us at $235,000 for our ARV. Okay. And so as you can see, it's lower than what our comp is because of the square foot difference, the bathroom difference, and then the lot size difference. Okay, so we had to take some money out because this property looks way better than ours when we're talking about, living size and that kind of thing. So we're at 235. Okay, so that would be our ARV. Now, because we don't know the renovations on this property in particular, we're gonna guess. Y'all give me a number and a comment for renovations. Sierra, I know how to it's something that I kind of made up, and then it's something that I kind of followed from a YouTube video that somebody came out. So I'm gonna give y'all the link for that too. So he has a video where he does like all his comping rules.
I built the #1 wholesale operation.
I think this is this one. Yeah. So let me get y'all the link. And this guy does a lot of dispo on deals, and so he knows what he's talking about when he's talking about comping. So if you want a better understanding, it's not like all raw, like I'm giving it to you. Then if you need it to make sense, then y'all can use this video right here. So y'all watch it and y'all take the notes. And when he gets to the okay, Sierra, yeah, so you know that guy. So hit the link. That's Jamil DMG. He'll part of wholesale hotline. So let me get back to the video because he got a section in there where he talks about comping rules, and then we can go find that. So that it's the appraisal rules is what he calls it. So we can find that, and then that way we'll have it. There it is, right there. So let me. Lord have mercy. All right, hold on, y'all. I thought one time before he kind of made it big, but maybe not. All right, so let's say $5,000 for a bedroom, and he didn't specify the bathroom. So let's add that 5K. So hold on, let me do it over for y'all. So I did the 250,000. Honey, now I'm lost. Sierra got me lost. Okay, so 250,000, and then we said minus the 5,000 for the bedroom, according to what Jamil said. Okay, so let me put this back up. I swore he had put it on here big so y'all can see. I don't know, but y'all watch it some other time and y'all see. But I'm glad we saw that part because he said $5,000 for the bedroom, and then you see it where you don't go no more than 200 square feet within 5 years of construction. The building type is the same, so you want to do single family to single family, multifamily to multifamily. I don't know, I can't read the rest. So yeah. So we start 250 again. We take out the 5,000. That put us to 245,000. I think that makes sense. And then we do who is we adding the 10,000 for? I think that was just for the bedroom. And then we take off the 5,000 for the bathroom. So since he did 5,000 for the bedroom, we're gonna drop it down to 3,000. That's why I said 3,000 in the beginning. And so that puts us at 242. And then if we do the minus of the 10,000, let me see what he did. He didn't do anything for the lot size because he said the lot size was in 2,500 square feet for the lot size. And I think this is the frontage down here. But we're gonna just take out the 10,000 for the lot size. And that puts us at 232. And then we was taking out $10,000 for the square footage, okay? And let me see if it was on there. 10,000 for bedroom, minus 10 for the building. Really, he done edit this video. It sits there because he did make it bigger. Not lead a subdivision. Not cross major roads. They go to lot size, same property. So I need him to go a little different. For traffic back and for traffic in front. Y'all know when y'all been doing something for so long, y'all don't really know how to teach nobody. You just say, let me do it for you. That's what happened. So for the garage, the carport. Yeah, so he talk about what to do for the for that. So we're just gonna leave it at that, okay? So we're gonna take out the $10,000 for the extra lot size, and that put us at 222. Okay, $222,000 for our ARV. So we was off by 10,000 some kind of way for that bedroom, but I think it kind of made sense after a while. Okay, so with that, we should be, after we fix this house all up, then we should be able to sell it for $222,000. Okay. Now, if we add the extra bathroom in, then we can put that $3,000 back, and then we'll make about $225,000. Now, if we go upstairs, we put in all the granite countertop, then we could probably get more. But at a low basic basis, if we keep it the same size that it is, if we do all the renovations, we should be able to make around $220,000. Okay. It's okay, Sierra. Yes, Nori. Everybody has different comping styles. I would say that. And then as Nori said, she said, would you say there's more than a few ways to comp? Yes, I would say that, because as you get well versed in comping, you've been comping for so long, you come up with your own rules. And so when I told y'all 10,000 for the bedroom, that's why I told you guys that, because I've been doing it for so long, and you come up with your own rules. And so with that, you'll say, one person comes one way, Jamil comes one way, but I'll come another way. And as long as we get to the same offer or the same ARV, then that makes sense. Now, you may compare your ARV to somebody else, and you may be either up or down a couple $1,000s. Now, if you're down a couple $1,000s, I would say you're still good, because you gave yourself enough cushion for if, you did estimate it wrong, you still got a good offer. Does that make sense? Yes, Nora, because it's an estimated guess. And so nobody really knows for sure, because, hey, we're not appraisers. We don't do this for a living as far as just company analyzing data and stuff like that. But, as time goes on, you start getting your offers to sell it, or you get your deals purchased by investors, then you'll know that, hey, I've been doing the right thing and it makes sense. Okay? Everybody with me? Does everybody know how we got to $222,000? Or do I need to, or is somebody a little confused on that number? So you're subtracting from the price of the property that sold, right? Yes, Sierra. That's right. And I think I still did it wrong, because we're supposed to add the 5. Hold on, y'all. Sierra, you know what? We're going to have to have a sidebar conversation. So let me do it again, because that should have been $250,000. And then you take away the 3,000. Hold on. Let me get out my handy dandy calculator. Sierra done made me bring out the calculator, because she done caught wind, and I don't know how to do math that well. So hold on. So we got 250, y'all. Why y'all didn't tell me I needed a calculator? Y'all should have told me. All right. So $5,000 is what we're gonna add for the extra bedroom. Okay. So that put us at $255,000. Y'all get out y'all calculators, okay? So 250, and then you add a bedroom. That gets you 255. All right. And so then we're gonna subtract from there. We're gonna subtract $3,000, because our subject property does not have two bathrooms like the comp that we're looking at. Okay. So if we take away that $3,000 for the extra bedroom that our comp has, then we'll get down to $252,000. Okay, so then we're gonna take away an extra $10,000 for the additional square footage that our comp property has that our subject property does not have. Okay, so we take away the $10,000, that put us at $242,000. Then we're gonna take away another $10,000 for the lot size. Okay, and that'll put us at $232,000. Okay, so this is much better. Because I was only off by $2,000 from the first time that we did it. So this is our third time. If y'all ain't following, this is our third time figuring out the ARV on this particular property. Okay, so sometimes it might take a couple times. Because y'all might compare it with Sierra, and Sierra say, you know what, I don't know about that. Can you break that down again? And then you be like, hey, did I do that right? So there it goes, second guessing yourself, and you being undid it 3 times when you had it right the first time. So thank you, Sierra, for keeping me on my toes, girl. So ARV for this property is 232. Okay, is everybody following me? All right. So we're gonna use the calculator for now. All right. So going on to the next one. That's how you find ARV. Somebody throw out a number in the comments about repairs. What you think? Like just a random number that we're gonna say is our renovation cost for this particular property. $50,000. Thank you, ma'am, Denise. All right, let's get it going with 50,000. All right, so this number that we're at now is how much your retail buyer is going to pay after you've done all the renovations. So you say, okay, you know what? I want to look at this as an investor. What should I buy it at as an investor? And so you may hear something called a 70% rule, the 60% rule, whatever the case may be. And they say that if you buy it at 70%, then you're getting a good deal. Okay. So what we're gonna do is hit the times on our calculator and do 0.70. Okay. So once you do this is how much an investor is willing to pay before repairs, if you're wholesaling your assignment fee, that kind of thing. Okay. So if you want to invest the side of things or you're buying a turnkey property, you want to pay about $162,000 for the property. Okay. That means you don't need no repairs, no nothing. You ain't wholesaling it, whatever the case may be. Now, if it needs repairs, Denise say it needs 50,000 repairs. So we're gonna subtract $50,000 for that number, and we get 112. Okay. Now, this is what you want to offer your seller, but you want to offer them less than that because you want to have room for closing costs and anything that may come up, whatever the case may be. Okay. Now, if you wholesale, you don't have to worry about closing costs or any of that stuff. You'll just figure out what you want your fee to be. So, say, for instance, I want my fee to be $50,000. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and offer my seller lower than $62,000. Okay, does that make sense? So, if I don't care about wholesaling it, and that's what it'll be, and then I can say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, can I do it? Can I offer you $100,000 for this property? Okay. Jessica, it depends. Some people do a per square footage. So Jamil, he has like a per square footage, a perfect square footage rule, I guess you could say. Me, I do it by the thing. Honey, I'm at a loss for words. So let me pull up something to type on. Hold on, y'all. Let me get to my handy dandy PowerPoint. So I'll give y'all a little rough rundown. Sierra, don't judge me because I've been doing this for too long. So we're going to do a new slide here. Okay. So renovations. That's what we're going to say. All right. So this is rough now. So if I need a new roof, I shouldn't spend no more than $10,000 for a new roof. Okay. If I need a new kitchen, about $3,000 I should spend for about a new kitchen. Okay. If I need $5,000 for a new kitchen. For a bathroom, no more than $3,000 to renovate a bathroom. The HVAC, about $10,000. Flooring, you may do about $5,000 to $7,000. Paint, you could do About the same thing. And then let's see what else is big. You got flooring, you got paint, you got your HVAC, you got your bathroom, the kitchen, the roof. We're not gonna go into plumbing and electrical because you ain't really gotta worry about that until after the fact. And if you're an investor, you're gonna go ahead and get an inspection, and then you'll know whether or not you're gonna have to do that. But as far as just your estimating, the main thing you're gonna have to worry about is your room. So really, for your rooms, you're gonna have to do, paint. You may have to redo the floors, that kind of thing for a room. Kitchen, if you had to redo the kitchen, got that. Bathroom, 3,000. Kitchen, 5,000. If you got to redo the roof, 10,000. So you want to deduct these things as you know that they're needed for the property. Okay, and so it just depends on what you got going on. So if you wanted to do, so let me do a new slide. So if you want to do a light rehab, if you say, hey, it's just a lipstick or a light rehab, that just means paint and flooring. Okay. And so you should spend no more than 10 to 15,000 on this. Okay. Then you say a medium. I told y'all, let's see. I don't know how to spell medium like that. That's why I got on the typos on the PowerPoint. Medium rehab. You want to spend anywhere from 10 or 15. We'll say 15 to make it nice for y'all. 15 to about 30,000. And then if you're looking at I did that too low. So I would say about 50,000. And then a full rehab, you anywhere between 50 plus. Okay, that's full rehab. We're looking at gut. We're looking at doing everything. Okay, plumbing, electrical, like the whole house is just non-existent pretty much. Okay, does that help? Sierra? No, who was that asked that question? Jessica, does that help? Thank you, Sierra. Kayla, okay, so you said if the seller accepts $100,000 as your offer, do you profit the 12,000? No, girl, no. If you only doing $12,000 and you try to do a flip, you just gonna be out of business real soon. You just gonna be like, you know what? Mashika told me about real estate, but I don't know if she okay with 12,000, but I'm just not, and this ain't for me. I don't need it. So no, okay, look, that's not what you do. All right, so we add it back up, okay. So our ARV, we're gonna start from the offer, okay. So our offer is 100,000, okay. So we bought the property. Is that 100,000, y'all? Help me, y'all. 100,000. I'm just got all stuff going on. All right. So our offer is 100,000, right? We put our reno. We put the 50,000 into it. Okay. Then we had to pay closing costs. So closing costs gonna probably be around at a high end. We're gonna say 5%. No, we're gonna say 6%. So what? 6% of 100,000? That's $6,000. And then what else we gotta pay? Utilities or whatever. That's gonna be about $200 to $300 a month. So it took us about 3 months to flip this. So we're gonna times that by 3. And that's $900, okay? And then you may have to pay an assignment fee on this, but you got it from a wholesaler. And the assignment fee may be $5,000. All right. So you add all this up, right? Get your handy dandy calculator. So 100,000 plus 50,000 plus 6,000 plus 900 plus 5,000. All right, that's 161.90. So say for instance, we get an offer on our house. Remember, our ARV is 232,000. Say for instance, we get an offer on our house, and they want to pay us 250, right? So we take that number that we got Honey, what number did we get? We got 161.90. If y'all can hear my husband on the phone, let me know, please. And while y'all do that, I'm gonna go grab the charger for this thing. They probably need my little tech support. So who gonna come to my house and set me up for everything before I go live? So Kayla, this is our. That was Kayla, right? Yup. Wait, who said that? Who said we always have we profit 12,000? I don't know. Whoever said it, because I think y'all like type some more stuff in. I can't see it. But this is our profit. We're gonna profit $88,100 on the property. Okay. So that's like we don't have any hiccups, everything of that nature. Okay. So this is what we should profit on the property. Does that make sense? Do y'all want me to go back through how we got the profit again? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, that was Kayla. So this is our profit, Kayla. If we wholesale the property summer, then depending on what it is. So when we go back, I think it was 112. That's what you asked about the 12,000. Where is it? Yeah. So if we get it down to 100,000, then we will profit $12,400 as a wholesaler. Okay. Does that make sense, Summer? Girl, no. The assignment fee is not 88,000. If we decided to purchase the property and flip it, then it will be $88,000. Because again, the most an investor could pay for this, with the repairs, will be the 112. So that's the most an investor could pay. So you want to get your seller under 112 if you plan on wholesaling it. Okay. Do everybody understand how we got to our numbers? How we got to our offer? How we got to our profit? And how we got to our ARV? If anybody don't understand either one, then y'all let me know and we'll go through it again. It's no problem. From the 112, let me look at a calculator. What's our cash? If wholesaler with our profit, the 1240. Yeah, no. Okay, so let's back up. So I just gave y'all the investor. So let me give y'all the wholesale. Okay. So our ARV. I'm sorry, you guys. Y'all gotta be clear with your question because then I go on a tangent and that ain't even what you was looking for. So be clear on your questions, okay? So our ARV was 232,000. Okay. Our reno was 50,000. We could take all this out because it don't matter. Okay. And so we're gonna do this right here. 70%, 70% real. Okay. And usually all that's in the extra 30% is like our profit, and our closing costs, that kind of thing. Okay. As an investor. So if we do, let me do it like this. Time 30. So this is what we should make at minimum, for profit as a flipper. Okay. So we take the 232 times that by 70%. We get 162.40. Okay, so we put that number here, 162,400. Okay, and then you got your rent off. So you do that. You subtract that from your 70% number. Okay, then you get 112. So you do so before assignment number, or we could call it an MAO, max allowable offer. This is the max you can offer a seller before your assignment fee. Okay, so I'm gonna make my own thing, max allowable offer before assignment. Okay, and so that'll be that 112.4. Now, the way I'm gonna teach you guys is don't go out here thinking you could just get 5,000, you could just get 7,000, you could just get 10,000. No, your negotiation skills, how you solve a seller's problem, how you build rapport, what kind of buyers you're dealing with, it's gonna determine your assignment fee. So I don't even want you to think about an assignment fee as far as how much you're gonna make. I just want you to go to the seller and say, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Seller, with this number in mind, you already know this number. So you can hit them low out the rip. You can say, you know what? I'm going to go big. I want at least 100,000. Okay. So I'm going to say offer to seller here. Let me go back because who's going to be doing all this typing? Not me. So we do offer to seller. And we say, you know what? 100,000. Okay. And they say, you know what, Michigan, that's a little too low, But you want to start low because you need to anchor them where you need to be because this is the most they could pay an investor. Okay. So they're not going to touch anything over that. Now, offer to seller, I'm going to say $100,000. This is my first offer to seller. Okay. But then they say, you know what, Mashika, that is a little too low for me. So they're going to come back with a counter offer. They're going to say, you know what? Can we do at least 120? Okay. Oh, you know what? Hold on. See, there I go. So I'm gonna go again because 100,000 was too high. I don't know what I was looking at. These numbers got me going crazy. So that's too high. Don't go at 100,000. You want to go lower than that. So you want to say about 80 grand. Okay. This is a seller. I want to give you 80 grand for this property. And they're going to say, whoa, buddy, that's too low. Okay. And then you're going to say, okay, Mr. Seller, Mrs. Seller, that's fine. So they're going to counter you 100,000. So then you're going to come at them again. And you're not going to give them another number. You're not. What you're going to say is, how close can you come to whatever your first offer is? So in this case, is how close can you come to 80,000? You're gonna say, you know what, Mashika? I can do 90. I can do 90. So you're gonna say sellers. So sellers second counter. So they said they can do 90. That's what I said, right? If this ain't what I'm saying, then y'all let me know. Okay. Because I'm getting lots over here. But 90,000 is the second counter. So again, remember our max allowable offer before assignment. Okay. So it was 112. So you're gonna do the math. You're gonna say, okay, Mr. Seller, I know what my number gonna be. This is how much I should be able to make off this deal. Okay. So you say, okay, Mr. or Mrs. Seller, okay. Let me get back to my partners and figure out. Let me get back to my partners. And we're going to look over the numbers again to determine whether or not that price will work for us. Okay. This is going to do one or two things for you. This is going to help you, help your seller feel like, okay, I need some more. She really can't do that much. Okay. So they may say, you know what, I don't want to do that. Okay. I need to sell this as fast as possible. I ain't got time for you to be going back and get back to me on a week. Let's just do your 80,000. I'm good on it. Okay. Or they're gonna say, okay. And then basically you don't want to give them the feeling that, you know what, she just scamming me, she just running over me, or he scamming me, he running over me, and I'm selling my house for too cheap. You don't want them thinking that, because when you accept the offer on the first go, that's what they're gonna think. So you say, okay, let me give it to my partners, because you want to give them some air in between it. Okay, let me get this because I think this is too small for y'all. There we go. That's good for your eyes. Let me know. Okay, so that's gonna you don't want to give them that thought that, you know what, I'm just giving my house away, they just robbing me blind. You don't want them thinking like that. So you give them some time, you give them some space in between the offer that they gave you, so that they could breathe on it and they can say, you know what, honey, I'm getting all my money's worth. I'm getting all my nickels, dimes, pennies, everything. I'm doing the darn thing. Okay, who need a real estate agent when I got me? So with that, this is what your assignment fee is going to be. Okay. So you're gonna go back to them the next day. You say, you know what, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I done talked it over with my partners. And after much deliberation, we have decided to accept your offer of $90,000. Okay. And this is your assignment. Okay. Does that make sense, Summer and Kayla? Nori, always go low and work your way up. Right. Always go low and work your way up. Okay. Your offer should be embarrassing. Like, you should be like, you know what? I can't give these people this offer. I cannot. Like, what are they gonna think of me? So then you say, you know what? I'm just gonna hit them. I'm gonna try it, because some people will go for it. So you don't want to catch yourself out because you too busy to think about what they thinking, and you count yourself out and leaving money on the table. You don't want to do that. You want to get what you deserve. You want to get what you're worthy of, because once you get into this industry, you'll understand the amount of time it takes between deals. When you just first starting out, the amount of money it takes to put in the marketing. If you really want to go ham in marketing, like, it takes a lot. It's a lot of emotion involved, a lot of mental. Then y'all see, we did this ARV 3 times. That's a lot of mental power. So you gotta get your money's worth, okay? Get your time's worth is what I'm trying to say. Okay. So, all right, Kayla, Summer, that makes sense. All right. So yes. So give me another renovation number in the chat, and we'll do another wholesale example. Y'all want to do another wholesale example to figure out what your assignment fee is gonna be and what to offer the seller? So let's say you end up having a bidding war with your buyers, and they say they want it for $115. Then it comes to $25,000 for the assignment fee, correct? It got to $115. All right. So then, offer from buyer was $115. Or I gotta start a new slide. Hold on. I want y'all to be able to refer back. And if y'all want me to put this in a group, copy and paste this in a group so y'all can see, let me know. And I can do that. So new slide. All right. So Noah said we got a bidding war. We ain't gonna title it. We don't need to get fancy right now. Come on, I just want this gone. All right. And we're gonna make this bigger. All right. So I'm gonna copy and paste this right here. And then we say we got an offer from buyer at $115. All right. And then we got our seller we accepted our seller's offer of $90,000. I'm sorry. So we purchase price. Let's see, sellers purchase price is $90,000. Okay, and so all we do is take the 115 and you minus that by the 90,000, and you get $25,000. So yes, Nori, that's right. So assignment then becomes $25,000. Okay, does that make sense? Did you do mine already? I came in a little late. No, Jessica, I think yours is all the way in the back, girl. 25,000, 35,000. Okay. So yeah, so let's do it one more time, and we're gonna change up our reno. So I think I can duplicate this some kind of way. Yep. All right. So we're gonna change up our reno. Our reno is $25,000. All right. And so our max allowable offer before the assignment. Remember that, Nora. It's money on that. So we start off by that 70% because we already know what that is. Okay. No, I ain't gonna do y'all like that. Okay. We're gonna start at the top. So our ARV is 232. Okay. We're gonna times it by 0.70, 70%. Okay. We get 162.4. So we're gonna do our renovation of $25,000. Okay. We get 137.4. That's a max allowable offer before assignment. Okay. Right. And so we're gonna start over with all this. Let's just get rid of it all. So our max allowable offer to our seller is 137.4. Okay. I'm sorry. Our max allowable before assignment. So this is how much an investor would be willing to pay. Let me put it on the thing. So how much an investor will be willing to pay. Okay, so when you hear somebody say max allowable offer, that's how much an investor is willing to pay. That's the most an investor is willing to pay. It's the max. Okay, so we're gonna offer our seller. We're gonna say, you know what, Mr. Mrs. Seller, you know, I've been looking at the numbers, I've been looking at the pictures, I've been going over my renovation budget. And from what I could tell, you know, you got a pretty nice property here. All right. So, you know, from my numbers, what I was able to come up with, this is my offer. And so for this person, this is the most we able to pay, okay? It only needs $25,000 in rehab. So we don't want to play a whole lot here. So we're gonna say is okay, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, you know, can you do 70 grand? You know, is that possible? Can you do 70? And then they'll say, you know what? If you make it 80, we got it to do. So seller's comforter. Seller's counter offer. 8,000. All right. All right, we're gonna see what we could do with that. Let me give it to my partners, and we're gonna look over the numbers again to determine whether or not that person worked for us. Okay. And then you come at or whatever, you come to us, you say, you know what, y'all, they offered me 80, the average is 232. Max allowable offer before assignment is 374. Okay. And so, you know, I'm gonna be looking to make how much we looking to make. Y'all put the answer in there before I come away. Y'all tell me what the answer is. Cause my mouth is dry. So y'all go ahead and give me the answer. So I'm asking our offer before is how much an investor is willing to pay before we do our assignment fee on it. It's 137.4. Okay. We accepting the offer of $80,000. How much is our assignment fee gonna be? And Jessica, by the way, this is only our first one that we come. I didn't think it was gonna be this long. But if y'all want to do this for the rest of the week, let me know. and we'll just work through the ones that y'all send in. Nori said 57.4. Okay. Come on, y'all. Give me it say 11 of y'all is watching. Give me 11 answers, please. I know y'all can do it. Y'all said y'all been following me. Y'all said y'all got it. Y'all said y'all just the whiz kids. So let me know what y'all got. Let me know what y'all coming up with. What was the offer you and the seller agreed to? We agreed to $80,000. I'm gonna put that in parentheses. We accept. All right, Denise got 57.4 too. All right, let me get one more. I got 57.2. All right, thank you, Ashley. Now I don't know because I don't calculate in my brain like that. I depend on my husband for that. He a brainiac like that. So we accepted 80. The most we can give to an investor or sell it to an investor for is D. So we're gonna take that minus 80. And we get 57.4. Good job, y'all. Round of applause. Y'all do something special for yourself tonight. Okay? Eat that chocolate y'all been hiding. Get a little scoop of ice cream, you know. No, you can have a deal like this, okay? Go straight to the bank, baby. Straight to the bank. I'm telling y'all, like for me personally, my minimum on wholesale fees is going to be at minimum $50,000. I'm not playing no more. I'm not playing no more. $50,000 is going to be the minimum. Yes, honey. So yeah, so that's why I tell y'all, like, don't box yourself in by what this industry say you're supposed to be able to get. What's that average assignment fee or none of that? Because these people out here making bank on wholesale deals. I'm trying to tell y'all. So get that out your head and say, you know what? We just gonna anchor it low. I'm gonna believe in myself. I'm gonna build a rapport with the seller. I'm gonna be a solution provider, and we gonna get this money. Okay, we gonna get it. But you have to be value add first. So don't be so caught up in the numbers all the time. Don't think like, oh my God, I gotta make this money to be able to do. No, go in, value add first. How can I help you, Mr. and Mrs. Seller? What are you going through right now? This property has been a headache for you. How can I ease that headache? How can I be your Advil or Tylenol? Okay, does that make sense? That's right, Dory. Shout it out. All right. Has anyone ever gotten a deal that big or know someone that did? Yes. Let me show y'all something. Hold on. Let me show y'all. I'm gonna start sharing because y'all can't be all up in my business like that. So hold on. I think I'm gonna just cause y'all be needing proof and I get it. I don't want to just be blowing y'all like just smoke. And y'all just be like, you know what? She just lying. All she do is just lie. I ain't never seen that a day in my life. I don't need it. So I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all a little something, something. Come on, internet. Okay, let me show y'all this. And I got Navy Federal. That's my bag. All right. Now, why he ain't circle this thing so I can see it? 5,000, 4,000. I can't see it. You know what? Somebody, hold on. We gotta go to the openness. Let me go to my Gmail because he sent me some stuff. Y'all bear with me. I ain't know I had to show y'all some proof because y'all don't really be believing me like that. Hold on. Here's a list. Rich. I think it's in my messenger. Because I don't want to be spending 30 minutes trying to get y'all some stuff. Open link in new tab. What? Alright, let me do media file and links, files, links. Alright. We cooking with grease now. 23. Let me go page 2. Broker commissions. I think that's how it's supposed to be though. Let me make sure. Hold on, y'all. We almost there. Contract sales price, assignment fee, 15. Almost there, guys. Fire, some good one. Not paid, deposit, settlement, contract price, pay off the rolls of wire fee, total reduction amount from seller, cash settlement from seller, less reduction amount. Oh, let me go to page 2. I don't know about that one. Hold on, y'all. Dang, I can't find it, but I found one of them. So let me give y'all this one, because I did see it. Which is 60,000. I might have to ask him to go back and look at it, but let me show y'all this one. Let me go back to what I was doing. Double close. He said he double closed with 50, but I don't see 50 on here. Child, I don't know. All right, but I'm gonna show y'all these right here. Open original new tab. I'm gonna give y'all 3. All right. All right, let me share my screen. Ba-doom. What the other one at? Right here. All right, I got a couple badooms. These ain't real big, but I'm gonna take some time and look for them for y'all for the real big. Okay. So let me see. Two people left me because they was a little impatient, but that's okay. All right. So here, this guy, he did a deal. He made 29,000. Y'all see, this guy, he did a deal. He made 20,000. I didn't know. This one had one in here, but I don't see. All right, this right here. If you look closely, let me hide it. If you look closely, it's a total sales and broker commission. This right here is called a HUD, you guys, if you didn't know. This is a HUD. If you look closely, right here, it's a $60,000 was paid out in commission. And that's what they assigned for an assignment fee. Okay. So I think I showed y'all all of them. 20, 29. Oh, and a 36. 36, 18 here. And he was very excited about that. Okay. So he bought it for 5,000 and he sold it for 36,810. Okay. And that's what he did with it. So this was like I was talking about in the beginning about the flipping. You could buy something and then turn around and sell it to somebody else and not do nothing to it. That's what he did here. Okay. So I'm gonna drop a couple big ones over the 50,000 mark into the group so y'all can know it's real and get your mind right. Okay. That's right. We wishing greater than that fee. We just wishing an abundance on the assignment fee side. All right. So that's that. Okay. So it's 9 o'clock on the dot. And it's been real with y'all. And I hope y'all learned a lot. I hope y'all feel a little good about comping and stuff. And so if y'all want to comp all week, y'all go in the group and we can work through the list that you guys email me. So all the people that email me something, we could go ahead and comp those out. We take the rest of the week because that took an hour for one property. So we can take the rest of the week and comp if y'all want to. But y'all let me know. Y'all put it in the Facebook group saying, Mashika, let's comp for the rest of the week. And then I'll know. Okay? Was that good for everybody? Y'all let me know. You welcome, Summer. Okay. Great. Great. So we'll comp for the rest of the week. And as long as y'all getting it, then I'm willing to spend the time. If we ain't getting it, I gotta spend the time in prayer. Okay. All right. So we gonna go ahead and pray it out. And then we gonna close it down. All right. Thank you, Grandma. Let me know. All right. So Heavenly Father, thank you for everybody on this live tonight. Thank you for everybody who gonna catch the replay. And really take this real estate journey serious for the benefit of themselves and their family and everybody that they help through their business and through their services in the real estate industry. I say anything that they put their hand to shall and will prosper. I say no failures, no fears, no limited beliefs stop them from doing what they need to do to further their community and in turn further your kingdom. And so I ask that you give them the wisdom, the knowledge, increase their confidence, Lord, increase their support system so that they're surrounded by people who have the right answers. Give them the right accountability partners that are going to push them and get them to where they need to go. and that they don't spend time second guessing themselves and lose out on a deal because they couldn't believe in themselves and believe in their numbers and know that what they got was right. So I ask that you just continue to do throughout this whole 90 days a mindset shift in everyone, a heart shift in everyone, and even a household shift. So that anything that's causing them in their household, as far as just on a spiritual and energy level, will help them get to where they need to go. And that they have the support that they need in their household to get them to where they need to go as well. So, Lord, continue to increase me in you and decrease me in me so that I can be who I need to be in order to bring the value forth that everyone needs. In Jesus' name I pray. Oh, P.S. God. Please spend some time on the mindset shift for these assignment fees and these profits that we're looking to get from this real estate, for any real estate transaction, Lord God. And just increase our mind when we think about abundance, increase our faith and our trust in you, because you know that there is no limits on you. It might be a limit or so on this, but on what you can do for us, there is no limit. So we don't want to put any limits on you by assigning an assignment fee, living in the average, living in the minimum or max. We want to just get what we're worthy of and what we deserve because we put in the work. We do what we need to do, and we'll be obedient and we'll be consistent. That's it. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. I hope y'all excited. Because I am. I am. All right, y'all. So I'm hungry. And, my eyes is burning. So we going to go ahead and end it. I hope y'all have a great, 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 great night. And that, everything is just good for y'all for the rest of the night. Y'all have an amazing morning. Y'all wake up well rested and feeling good and ready for our next conversation. Okay? So until next time at 7 p.m., be good. All right. Oh, don't forget your homework now. Watch a podcast on Bigger Pockets. Watch the podcast. Put in your takeaway into the group. And then that'll be that. Okay? That's all I got for y'all tonight. Good night.